Welcome to the Seattle Sounders post-practice report. I'm Raul and today, really what we wanted to hear was how is Raul Ruidiaz, because yesterday he left practice early. He was not here today, so he was getting a further evaluation on the leg. And Brian, if something crazy happens, then, they just have to wait for that. Right now he said he's not here, he's getting evaluation. And if things go well, there's a possibility. So kind of vague there, and that he just doesn't know. Josh Atencio is out, according to Brian Smetzer, and those are the two that we, injuries, and we're just gonna have to update tomorrow, because that's when he'll really give us the update in terms of the final, where are they going to play or not? Are they out given the 24 hours before the game? Friday and then Saturday they'll play. So that's really kind of the news on the injury front. Here is what Brian Smetzer had to say kind of about the injuries, his team getting ready for a big game against Minnesota.
Yeah, I'm so happy for the good wins that we had, but I think we have a good team for keep winning. And I think the next game is going to be too hard, so we need to keep focused for win again. When I started to play in Brazil, I have nobody in the stadium, so my family never see me on the field, so that's so hard. But I think next month my mother's coming for first time for USA, and that's going to be fun for me play in front of my family, and my mother. And I think I felt happy to play here. I'm feeling really happy to play in the midfield. The fun is good. Yeah.
So we're doing an extensive evaluation of Raul just because it's been a recurring issue. So he's not at training today because he's actually at the doctor's. He's getting an MRI of his hamstring, his lower back, see if it's nerve, something. We're trying to just figure it out. So we watched the play on the film, and it seemed like an innocuous play. Gets in, scores a goal, feels something in his leg. So I'll know much more tomorrow when we read the results of MRI.
And then Cristian Roldan, any update from your comments yesterday?
I don't know how his session went today. He was on the field, seems like in a good mood. Again, I'll check in with the guys afterwards. If he doesn't pass something today, then he'll be ruled out, because I think it's like you got to do one on this day, next day. I think we're up against that timeline, so I'll check with them and know more tomorrow.
Jordan presumably returns.
He's already here.
Oh, he's already here.
He's already here doing a regen. Good mood. He's in a good mood. He had a good game.
Yeah, he did.
He had a good game. We were proud of him. Involved in the game. He'll be involved in the game. We already. Sean Muldoon has a good relationship with the national team guys. We've already gotten his outputs for the game. They were high. He put a lot of work in there. So he's doing a regen now. We'll give him a little bit of a half regen, half training session tomorrow, and then he'll be involved in the game. Kind of the things that we're working on.
Brian, what are you looking from your team in terms of bounce back on Saturday?
Just a strong performance. We need to have a strong performance with the right mentality for 90 minutes. And again, this team's super talented, Maz. If we can play up to our potential, we're going to win more games than we lose. So,
you don't like the word fortress, but you've talked about home being a place where
teams have come in here last year and thought they could take points off us. We want to erase that narrative.
Okay, there it was. Video from head coach Brian Smetzer, Leo Chu, in terms of, Leo Chu talking about, his life here and kind of what's going on off the field and what's going on the field. Kind of a very intimate interview with him. And, as you can see, he's a very personable guy. Obviously Brian Smetzer talking about, look, this is a big game. And again, the injuries I talked about, heard about that. And really, they're just focusing on Minnesota, because it's a bounce-back game, and the Sounders need a result, given the obvious what happened last Saturday in Portland. So for the Seattle Sounders post-practice report, I'm Masvidal Marira for CascadiaSports.net.